long will it take you to get up to speed, you think, with NFL offense here?
Yes, sir. I've been told in the past I'm a very, very quick learner, so I should say it shouldn't take that long. Just learning the offense, getting around the guys, and getting extra time with the coaches, getting with my teammates. So it shouldn't take that long.
Obviously I would say after the news that you weren't gonna face charges or anything, that news came out. It seemed like the deal with the Browns came together pretty quickly. We know that you came here on a 30 visit. Just from your perspective, what was that communication like maybe with the team during the process, and was there any thought that you wouldn't be in Cleveland?
Yeah, I mean I appreciate the question, but my agent and my attorney have advised me not to go into details on that.
Isaiah, what can you say to Browns fans so that they have a comfort level in knowing that they're getting a player who will be a productive member of the community as well as a great player on the field?
Yeah, I want people to know me as a great human, not only just a great athlete. I will be doing community service in the area to people in less needs, nonprofit organizations for sure.
Can I ask you one question? You said you proclaim your innocence, and that's great, but also in your statement you said you've learned from that experience. So if you are completely innocent, what did you learn from that experience?
I've learned to place my faith in God and to not take my blessings for granted.
Isaiah, how did you stay in shape during this long process?
I've been practicing 2 a-days. I mean, I've been playing sports my whole life, so working out it's just like getting up and waking up. I've been working out this whole time, even in this little off period, so I'm well conditioned.
Isaiah, what do you think your relationship with Tommy Rees, what role do you think that played in you leading the team?
It definitely played a big role. Tommy Rees was my OC at Alabama, so that definitely played a big role. So he already knows my skill set. Andrew Berry and my agent have been talking since the draft. And also, I admired Jerry Jeudy growing up. That's one reason I went to Alabama. And my agent said that the Browns want you. I said, let's go. To be under the wing of a guy like Jerry Jeudy, to take his pick his brain, and for him to give me some tips, I said it was a no-brainer.
Isaiah, coming into camp at this point here, right, going into the dress rehearsal, if you will, I know you said you're a quick study, so what is the biggest challenge that you face now walking in the door and hitting the practice field this afternoon?
I think the biggest challenge is learning that playbook, but for me, I don't see that as a big challenge. That's just something I have to do.
Isaiah, I know you posted that statement last Thursday that you were coming here and then it wasn't official until yesterday. Like, what happened with the timeline of you tweeting that out and then, it being official?
I appreciate that question, but my agent and my attorney have advised me not to go into details on that.
Isaiah, obviously I know you wanted to be drafted, but all things considered, kind of getting to choose to come here, could this end up being a little bit of a blessing in disguise for you?
100%. Like I said, I placed my faith in God, and I've learned not to take things for granted with this time off.
When you were going through when you were going through the draft process, did you get the sense that the Browns really liked you, and was that a team that, if you'd been drafted, you thought they could have taken you?
Yes, sir, 100%. My agent and Andrew Berry have a great relationship. Like I said, they've been talking before the draft and after the draft, so that definitely was a big factor in that.
Isaiah, I understand that you did some pre-draft working out with Quinshon, and just wondering, how well did you get to know Quinshon? What was it like working out with him, and how eager are you to work with him when he also gets a chance to be back here?
Yes, ma'am. Quinshon, he's a great human, great guy. I got to know him for a little bit of time, but I think any wide receiver loves to have a great running back, and that's what he is. So I'm excited for him to get up here as well.
Isaiah, Andrew Berry's big on giving young players second chances or giving them opportunities when they go through difficult things in their lives. How motivated are you to come in here and validate not only Berry's belief in you, but the organization's belief in you?
Yes, sir. I'm very, very determined to show not only the organization but also the fan base why they made the right decision.
What do you bring to the team as a receiver?
What I bring to the team as a receiver, I'm bringing speed, playmaking, and also hard work.
Isaiah, you said you've been in contact with the Browns since the draft. Was it regular contact? I mean, how frequent was the contact as as you were going through the legal process?
Yes, sir. The contact was definitely very, very frequent. They definitely did their due diligence. They was along the whole way. So like I said, Andrew Berry, my agent, have been in great contact. So that's what ultimately led to this factor in decision.
Let's take a couple more.
The ankle injury, what was that like working through that this offseason? Was it still impacting you, and how do you feel now?
My ankle injury is perfectly fine. My ankle is 100% healthy, and I'm just ready to go.
Isaiah, did coach talk to you at all if we could try to get you up to speed to play in Saturday's preseason?
You will have to see on Saturday. That's the goal. Like I said, I'm here to play.
Isaiah, you mentioned Jerry, somebody that you admire. Just how much have you already talked to him? Did you talk to him at all before signing here and doing work with him?
I didn't because I was there. But like I said, Jerry Jeudy and me definitely connected when we got here. I think any young receiver is definitely going to go into that veteran guy in the room and say what's up. Just to introduce myself. Like I said, Jerry Judy's an amazing athlete, amazing receiver, and that's definitely the guy I'm going to take from while I'm
There
here.
are a lot of receivers that are known as speedsters, don't necessarily, have a well-rounded game just in terms of being a receiver. So what about you, makes you more than just a fast guy?
Yeah, I think if you actually turn on the tape and watch the highlights, instead of just the highlights, watch the film, you would see I'm a complete receiver. I know how to run the whole route here. I'm not just a fast guy. I'm not just catching screens. If you watch the plays, even when I'm not catching the ball, I get open a lot. So I could just say I'm a very complete receiver. And like I said, I'm ready to bring my talents to the field.
Isaiah, are you going to have to ease in at all? Are you going to be practicing right away? Kind of what's your workload look like in the first few days here?
Yes, sir. I'm practicing today.
Did that ankle injury affect the combine time? Because I remember you thought you were going to break Worthy's record.
No, it didn't. It didn't affect my time.
What happened? I mean, for 13 nights, pretty fast.
Yes, sir.
You're expecting that.
Yes, sir. Like I said, I went out there and I gave my best shot, and sometimes you fall short. So that's life sometimes.
So what is your best 40 speed?
My best 40 speed I've ever ran was 4.2.
As you were going through this whole thing, were you ever worried that you weren't going to get this chance right now that you're getting?
Yes, sir. I think anyone, especially my predicament, thinks that they wouldn't get that chance. But like I said, I've placed my faith in God during this time, and not to take things for granted. So that's also helped me get through these times for sure.
Why was it so
Last
important
one here.
for you to land here in Cleveland and play for the Cleveland Browns when you had other opportunities to go elsewhere?
I think it was so important for me just to, just be able to come in and just play right away, honestly. I had a great relationship, like I told you earlier, with Andrew Berry and my agent, and Tommy Rees and Jerry Jeudy. Those factors all played a huge part in this decision.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, bud.